I cannot be bothered to connect to the Wi-Fi right now. Shut up, we have a panel we're doing.
Yeah, shut up and tweet.
All right. I'm glad you're all feeling punchy.
Yeah.
So I would like to thank everybody for coming to this panel. This show is normally hosted on YouTube by the absolutely fantastic Molly Lewis. She could not be here at PAX this year, so I have taken over in her stead, resuming my original throne as host of this diabolical question-asking contraption. So if you are a longtime fan of this show, there are some classic questions here that I have culled from the history of the panelists. There are also some questions that are in the upcoming episodes that have been filmed and will be premiering in November when the new season of this show launches. There's also a couple of really lewd things I just came up with and put in because of PAX.
Oh, good.
That would never actually get into an actual episode of the show because they'd be like, wow, this would be like an NC-17.
But what about Beej's sense of childlike wonder? We're going to destroy it.
Are you going to send it back to 1717?
Just wait.
Bouquet.
But first, let's watch our cool intro. Hello and welcome to the Panelists, the debate show where I decide to put 4 barely qualified people through a ringer of diabolical philosophical intent. How will you arrive at the most ethical decision? How will you make it funny? And how will you make sure that no terrible clips of you get made and put out on Twitch and then ruin your reputation afterwards? It's a real twister here. So I hope you're ready for this. But I do have some good news for you. Good news. You are the executive director of the Chessington World Adventures, a combination amusement park and barbecue restaurant.
Oh.
Now here's the problem. Aging carnival rides and slow-cooked beef just aren't pulling in the visitors like they used to. And you, my executive directors, have been tasked with designing a new ride for Chessington. The problem is you can't afford to license any known IP, beloved or otherwise, so you'll have to theme it around something that's in the public domain. You're going to need to come up with a new amusement park ride based on either Moby Dick,
Come on!
Maybe this one will cater to us.
Yeah.
the Italian Renaissance, or your human body.
Yeah.
All right.
Beej and Adam, choose first.
I want to win.
Our dicks! Our dicks! Both of our dicks!
Yep. Cast in marble or otherwise.
Yeah! We could have cake molds! Cake molds of our dicks!
Yeah, we could like tiny kind of serve them at the table with like chocolate sauce on them.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
Or
let's
serve
do that.
them on sticks.
Okay, yep, that's weird too. Yeah.
Could have like we can serve steaks that
Yes.
look like dicks.
Yeah.
And like we can get turnips on either side of them.
Yeah. I mean, it's healthier, right?
Yeah, we can like save the chicken skin from like the
no one's getting scurvy at our amusement park.
We could wrap the turnips in chicken skin.
Okay.
It'd feel kind of weird. Have kind of that weird oily feel.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I am 100% comfortable with this. This is awesome.
Tell me about the whales.
It's a little known fact that Moby Dick actually isn't very interesting.
But what if you were experiencing Moby Dick at 35 kilometers an hour on a sluice ride?
Ooh, and you're just traveling right through the whale the entire time?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm imagining it as a very Disney ride, like the Matterhorn, right? There's like an animatronic that's just like, call me Ishmael, and then you go whoop right under him,
yeah.
and then you just fucking firing down the course.
Yeah, and you like backdoor it into actually it's just Pinocchio.
Yeah.
Right? Because nobody's read Moby Dick. It's the size of a cinder block.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's
This is like, what's that guy that looks like Geppetto? I think it's Queequeg. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
No, yeah, that's Starbuck. Everyone knows that. And then everyone's like, oh, yeah, of course I recognize him. And you just prey on people's desire to think that they read, like, everyone wants to pretend they've read Moby Dick. So you just, like, fake them out with it.
Yeah, just change in some audio. You just like near the end when they're like about to get out of Monstro, right? It's just you just hear the like from hell's heart, and then you just thump out the side, and then Jiminy Cricket's there for some reason. It's like
Yeah,
I don't remember this.
exactly.
I don't remember this part, but I've never read that far into Moby Dick, so
Yeah, yeah. And then, like, after you kill Moby Dick successfully, and everyone
course.
lives happily ever after. And
with
then
all of their limbs.
Yeah, and then you get to marry Queequeg.
Yeah,
It'll be awesome.
that sounds great. What was your ride? Buying chicken? What?
So,
It's a ride.
okay, bear with me.
Yeah.
What if?
There's a bear with you on this ride?
Yeah. Maybe. What if
Yep.
the easy out is both Beej and myself's penis being on the ride? But what if your dick is actually just short for your Richard? What if we clone ourselves? We make tiny versions of Adam and Beej, but we call them all Richard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they
that's
like-
not weird. It's like It's a Small World, but it's just me and Beej.
Yeah, and it's a dark ride. Of
Yeah.
course it is.
Yes.
It's a dark ride, and you get into like a weird kind of scrotum-shaped cart.
Okay, I was trying to get away from the dicks, but yes.
And you kind of like ride through this like it's a small Richard.
Do we come out of the dick? Do we come out of the dick?
No, the course is shaped like a dick.
Oh,
If you
okay.
looked at it from overhead, it would look like a giant dick.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is going to be basically the entire. It's a small theme park because it's like I'm thinking like Callaway Park in
Is
Calgary.
it small though?
I think it's small enough that, like, it's either going to be like a bunch of
It's
smaller.
like a good size.
Yeah, and all the.
Let's be. Come on.
I think the thing is that everyone's going to show up and be completely happy with the experience they have.
Yes.
And it's not so much about like how big the park is, but the kind of fun you have while you're there.
Yeah.
Yeah, really big, wide rides. Yeah.
Kind of like two Coke cans stacked on top of each other.
Yeah. You're gonna come away with a very firm experience.
Yes.
How are you going to handle the Yelp reviews? Because when we get written up in the New Yorker and they pretend to like it,
Yeah.
I'm going to be able to deal with that.
I don't think we were gonna make it to the New Yorker. I think we're probably gonna be in like Jugs.
Hey, first of all, it's 2019. Eating ass is cool again.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
And so I have to assume that you can get onto the like weird like cock-shaped tilt-a-whirl,
Yeah.
and you can have some of our like pulled pork that's shaped like a penis, and that's just going to be a thing that everyone's like, wow, this is kind of an amazing adventure.
I just had like a very clear image of clones of me and Beej selling cock-shaped hot dogs to people, and that made it weird, but I kind of like it.
That is
You're
what
gonna
made it
get-
weird. Yeah.
You're going to get a lot of traffic from bachelorette parties, and it's going to stop being funny after like 10 minutes, but you've got their money at that point, so I guess it doesn't matter.
Graham, you've met me. It's not going to stop being funny after 10 minutes.
No, I mean to them.
No.
They'll be like, we're going to go to a cock theme park.
Yeah.
I guess
Oh, wow,
we're-
it's everywhere.
I guess we're here for the rest of the night.
It's the thing that everyone promises they're going to do when they go to Japan is they're going to go to the phallus festivals, right? And they're going to ride on the giant wooden penis, right? And they all laugh about that. And then they get to Japan, they have no idea where that is, and they never go to it. But we're going to have clear directions on how to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't
follow
wait.
the treasure trail.
Can't wait to see the branding.
I'm going to argue that people are going to be like, let's go to the Moby Dick amusement park.
Yeah, that's been
And they're
dragging
like,
along.
oh, that'll make us look smart. Because when you tell people like, oh, we took my kids to the Moby Dick amusement park. No.
Oh,
Cool, you're learning.
A theme ride after
Yeah.
a book I refused to read in grade 8?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the thing is that no one actually gives a shit about how like the theming behind a roller coaster. They just want the roller coaster. Like roller coaster fandom doesn't care about what the theme behind a roller coaster is.
Hold
It has
up,
to be
roller coaster
exciting.
fandom?
Oh yeah.
Also,
You know how hyped people were before The Beast opened?
No.
They very.
also, refusing to read Moby Dick in grade 8. I've been refusing to read Moby Dick ever since grade 8. You're not special.
I think what I didn't get about your ride was that are you then swallowed by the whale and you go through the whale and then you get shit out the whale on the other end? Or do you get hit with the harpoon? Like what happens to
One person on the ride fucking dies.
That's good
that's not a
odds.
bad idea. Yeah.
1 in 100, I'll roll the dice, right?
You pass through the whale and you come out the other side and then you kill the whale and then you marry Queequeg and that's the
And then sometimes some people just get diverted onto the whaling ship where they actually just have to process the whale, and they're like, this is kind of bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, but their ride's family friendly, and I think that's important. But Beige and Adam not only had you had rebranded the entire Chessington World of Adventures at the end of that.
Sure had.
To be all phallus themed.
Yep.
I mean, and it was a tremendous vision.
If you're going to lean into something, lean into our dicks.
Yeah. And I used the word tremendous to describe it, and so I think that's quite complimentary.
See?
But also I did like how you tied that into the food and maybe putting up some signs and telling people to go there. So I think I'm going to say that Beige and Adam, although losing the taste battle, definitely won the debating battle, which is the important good one that they're actually fighting.
Right.
And I'm going to declare them the winners of that round with a phenomenal 10 points each.
Oh, very nice, very nice.
And for our next panel of debaters, can I get Surgeon Ben to join me over here on the host side of the stage? And can I get Ian and Jacob to sit on the other side? Because I have another question for them. By the way, if you like this show, you can go check it out on YouTube. You don't normally have to have the awkwardness of people shuffling in between questions.
Oh no. They're flexing on us, Ben. They're flexing on us.
In any debate, it's important to assert dominance.
All right. Well, I mean, I don't actually have a horse in this race, so good luck to everybody, I suppose.
Much like that bachelorette party they were talking about, this will be cool for about 10 minutes, and then your ass is going to start to hurt.
Oh, it's.
Nobody wins when you leave with anal canyons.
Luckily, I'll
You know
cut
what?
you
Don't
off.
kink shame me.
I'll cut you off after about 10 minutes so we can get through all of my diabolical questions anyhow. So your butt should be safe. But not from question 2. A new living arrangement. Sorry, my phone went to sleep. Good news.
Ooh.
Your landlord's large adult son is moving back home after failing to find his fortune. Wow, that joke just went.
That's real.
I thought it was funny. But in further good news, your lease is not being renewed, which is fine because your place sucks. And so you're going to get a new roommate. You can either shack up with a bear who's into water sports. His name is Chaz. He's a professional water skier.
Okay.
Or a bear that's into water sports, as in a grizzly bear with a urine problem.
Oh.
Which roommate do you want more? Chaz is very into water skiing, and he will get you into water skiing too. He's obnoxious about it. Surgeon Ben.
I'm 100% on a bear that can do water sports.
Yeah, all right. I've
Oh,
always.
sorry, I need to specify even more beyond that. Because that didn't narrow it down nearly enough. No, I want the bear that I can toss out the back on a pair of water skis
Okay.
and can do sick flips.
All right, so the athletes.
Yes. Well, okay, let's not degrade the other one. The other one could be an athlete
I was
as
going to
well.
say, you could throw a grizzly bear out the back and it could land on skis, and you're like, wow, that's impressive for a grizzly bear.
Yeah, I mean, so here's the thing. We know that the bear that we're chosen who enjoys going on these these cool I'm trying to think of more water sports besides
Ski-doos.
water polo. Ski-doos,
That's
right.
totally a water
Is
sport,
that
right?
Okay, is that a sport though?
You know what? Don't worry about it too
Okay,
much.
okay.
You got money, you're in the water, they're an athlete.
You're right. It's the same as ATVing as a sport. So
dirt biking,
I
bicycle,
could tell the people who
skateboards.
are from the South were like, fuck that guy. The thing about this bear is, on top of the fact that he knows how to do cool things on the water and whatnot, it seems like he could also be into the water sports, the other kind of water sports. And then we just win on both rims.
Yeah, it's fair. No risk of mauling either.
Yeah, also, I really like to go swimming and stuff, and I feel like he would just be, we could get a pool. We could turn the house into a pool.
Holy
Because
moly.
then a house, it wouldn't suck as much. It'd be a cool house.
That's fair.
Yeah.
What you gonna do with your bear, other team?
I mean, the ocean is already full of liquid nightmares, so I'm gonna have my bear fight all of those liquid nightmares from water skis. It's weird that she didn't give us a name, though.
No.
Well, it sounded like because it's like an actual grizzly bear.
Of the Winchester. Ahs. I see. Ian?
I honestly think, yeah, if we actually have a full-on non-human Ursine as our former roommate, we're not only going to, first of all, we have the landed gentry of America,
That's true. Yep.
but also we have a way to make money.
Oh, tell me more.
Well, I mean, you're going to fight all the beasts of the ocean, correct?
Every
Water
last
skis?
goddamn one of them.
The rich love to fight the beasts of the deep on their fishing expeditions. And what better way to, I'm just talking here, but what better way to attract wild animals than the urine of other larger wild animals? It works for hunters, why not for fishers as well?
I think it absolutely could work for fishers. Now, what kind of a split are we talking about? Like, because it's a new roommate, so I think probably like a 20% financial split, and then we take the other 50-50?
I think that sounds about right.
Yeah, I can't math.
Just
That makes
50-50.
sense. Right.
That's 70, right? So that's
So we-
30 for taxes, we're good.
So we have to convince them to pee in the ocean while they're being dragged behind a motorboat on skis
I
in
think
order
it's
to
actually
attract.
One of the benefits is we don't actually have to convince them to pee at all.
That's true. It doesn't really take much. Oh my God. Okay, so we can have aerial superiority, and we can have our new roommate convince our new roommate to be up in a parasailer while peeing. We have to teach them how to fire a harpoon gun.
But this is water sports though, so I mean,
Yeah.
they're going to be well attuned to like riding a sex swing while firing at full cylinders.
Absolutely. No, that's done. We're gonna get rich. You guys are just gonna have Chaz, who's probably a bear drunk on natty ice with a name like Chaz.
So,
While you're talking about Ocean Gladiator over there, Ben looks over. He's like, "Wait, didn't we choose the bear?" And I was like, "No,
thought
the
we
sexy
chose the
human."
grizzly bear.
No, you chose the sexy human.
All right, even better. The sexy human can pay rent.
Ooh.
That's like the whole part of this.
Right? Can
We
you
need to
afford
pay
an
rent.
apartment on your salary?
I think we can cover their rent. We're making pretty good money right now.
Yeah, I mean, we're magnanimous. We're gonna make amazing money, with the friggin' Oceanic Hunger Games. and
Especially since now we can make it into a gladiator event too. So
that's
much
very true.
weather.
Yeah, and we are nothing if not generous with our time, our friendship, and lording that over both of you.
But at least we have a sexy roommate.
That's true.
We also have a sexy roommate.
That's a matter of taste.
Yeah, I mean, frankly, we're learning a lot more about Jacob today.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, like at the end of the day, like the idea is we just need a new roommate. We don't need more drama in our life.
No.
Every day we experience all kinds of crap that happens all the time and whatnot. All I want to do is have some, if they're the level of attractiveness is irrelevant in this scenario. I just want some guy who will come home, not eat like my food in the fridge, pay rent, and then I can go do whatever job that I'm doing in this magical scenario.
Oh, we could make it better though. You get home and they're all big and burly and they just wrap their arms around you and they're like, "It's gonna be okay."
So Serge also likes bears.
Now, okay, and the last, yeah. Why do you think he hangs out with me all the time? But okay, so then the last part of this that I actually need clarification on.
Yeah.
Which water sports does Chaz do?
He's really into water skiing.
Okay, he's the water skiing.
Yeah, we have the water skier.
You've got the bear that pees on you.
Right?
Yes!
We've established that.
Yeah, but our bear is also into water sports, but is an actual Ursine. Yeah. So we, parasailing, water skiing, water polo. Water frisbee. Oh, swimming.
Recreational archaeology.
Yeah, recreational archaeology.
James Cameron.
Exactly like James Cameron. Yes.
Yeah, okay. Is swimming a sport?
Yes.
Very
It's an Olympic sport.
Is it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's in the
Phelps, my dude.
Olympics.
Yeah, Michael Phelps. All right.
Definitely not a bear.
Yeah. No.
No.
More of an otter.
Actually, all right, so that's the more impressive thing. Thank you for this. You burned my mind. If our bear is into water sports and he's a bear, like fully hairy and whatnot, frankly, that's more goddamn impressive. Because swimmers and all that kind of jazz shave everything. But if he's still getting like that immense amount of like glide and whatnot through the water, I think it's even better. And maybe that's how he pays his rent.
I beg to differ because I've known a lot of bears who had no problem acting in the water and being able to feed themselves. Just hump, and they're fed for a day. Can Michael Phelps do that? I think not.
Michael Phelps is not living with us.
No, Michael Phelps is smooth. You've got hairy Chaz.
Yeah. Michael Phelps is definitely not living with you with that attitude.
I just don't want my apartment to reek of weed all the time.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think it's fair to say that I learned a lot. One, I thought it would be kind of funny to be like, here's just one good option who's not going to go for it because they're ridiculous.
Which was the good option?
It was supposed to be just a normal, nice-looking human man who's into water skiing. And two, I was like, haha, it's the same thing but twice. And it turned out to be way more confusing than I thought. So thank you very much to our teams, but I think I'm going to award that to Ben and Serge for correctly identifying that there was a correct option there.
Yeah!
10 points for Gryffindor.
Enjoy your bear that pees on you.
So that's 10 points for Gryffindor, but also 10 points for you and them, or for you two as well. Gryffindor are not actually involved in this contest.
Well, I mean, they always have to
Slytherin
win,
represent.
don't they?
All right, but can I get Cameron and Beige to come join me next to the podium? And can I have retain Ben and have Graham come up to be up for question 3?
Don't put me near the back. You go this way.
What side would you like? I'll take this
I'm not having it happen twice. I made it through late night dub fight.
I think this is yours.
Yes, it is.
All right.
Thank you. That class is also mine.
Oh, you should have it.
Question 3. A death in the family.
No.
Good news!
All
My
right.
catchphrase. The Archduke of Betiza has died in 2016. And you are now only learning this because it took 3 years for a beleaguered Romanian lawyer to track down the Duke's last living heir, which is you? And although you're suspicious that they've tracked down the wrong person because they just gave up, you don't say anything because you are now minor European royalty, a role that will come with perks like your very own bog, a castle within said bog, and a hereditary manservant named Dragomir. But suspicion nags at you. And speaking of Dragomir, he's really itching to get started on your coat of arms. So I'm going to need you to make up a coat of arms ASAP so they do not rumble you. Cameron and Beige, what's on your coat of arms? Dragomir awaits. Graham and Ben. Dragomir also awaits you, and I'll let anybody jump in.
Is it just going to be like a round shield with a star on it, like Captain America, and we just say, fuck, call it a day?
Yeah, I mean, what's Disney going to do? C&D an entire country?
That's a good point.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
No, yeah.
All right, well then take 2. We'll have to go with something else. You guys?
Okay. The most important question when you're talking about a coat of arms is what kind of animal are we going to have rampant upon it?
Yeah, and how much does it not actually look like that animal? And you have to go, oh, it is a lion.
Is it a lion or a bear or a griffin?
Yeah.
I can't. Well,
And then you find out it's all 3. We have a lion, bear, griffin that is upon our coat of arms, and coming out the back of it is the skulls of the past family members, and we add more each time.
Coming out the front is the speedboat that's dragging it, because that bear, griffin, lion can water ski.
Yeah!
I hate to nitpick right off the bat when we haven't even given a real idea yet.
Ah, okay.
Isn't a griffin part lion?
Yeah.
So how much more lion is this griffin?
It's more lion than any other thing because it's part bear, part lion, part griffin, and part of the griffin is also lion.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah. I don't know the exact percentages, but we haven't asked.
I'd estimate maybe like 5% more.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, and so it's like maybe it's got like an extra like toe. That's all like that's also a lion's toe. Like it's got the bird claws, but then there's one fuzzy toe coming out the palm of it. And it's pressing it out like this, like, God, what have you created?
This is a very specific thing to request that Dragomir render an embroidery on every single one of your bath towels, but I'll allow it.
Yeah.
Just
Listen,
a big
it's not doing
single
anything
toe
else.
bean. Just a big, huge single toe bean that you can like massage on the.
Yeah.
Oh, that comes off of the towel? Yeah.
Yeah.
Beans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like that. What's on your thing?
Birds.
3 of them
3 birds.
that are
All connected by their wings to make one long bird. One really wide bird.
just real wide bird that's in a circle,
Yeah, all the wings are connected together. That bird can't fly.
and that represents
Unity.
So
The game engine. Anyway, go ahead.
the unity.
you've created this bird, this jellyfish bird that like undulates as it to do its kind of thing.
It's a bird king.
Yeah.
Right.
Benjamin.
All right. Sorry. You've made a hive mind. Your family's a hive mind, effectively.
Yeah,
sure,
Yeah, okay,
yeah.
As the final scion of this Romanian royal family, yes.
Yeah, 3 black birds encircled.
Yeah, and each bird represents something like
Territory
money.
and soft power in the Balkans.
Yeah.
I like to think that ours represents the fact that we actually have this creature in our basement.
Yeah.
Like we made Kevin. And Kevin, this is actually the ritual in which family members go through. Like after you die, you are fed to Kevin, and he shits out your skull.
Right. That's gonna happen to us someday.
Yeah, but that's a pretty cool death.
As is tradition. Wait, that's the death, or they just feed you they feed the body to Kevin afterwards?
No, you're dead.
Okay.
Or maybe, hold on.
No, let me die my own way, and then you can do whatever Kevin wants to my body.
Can you choose? Like, can you be like, nah, I'm done?
Do you really want on your death certificate, death by Kevin?
Yes.
It's
Like 1,000,000%, Beach.
it's really more sort of assisted suicide by Kevin.
So, okay, so you've got this unity being.
Yeah, I like to think that this bird, while you are like, we have this beast in our basement, we do not have this bird in our basement or in our attic because we've eaten all of them.
It lives on as a symbol
Okay.
on our towels.
And we have, how they often have like the crown, like floating above because they can't wear them. So we have like that, the crown, whatever the normal crown is for this family, and then above that hat is like a toque or something.
I was gonna say like another crown.
Oh, a smaller crown
Yeah,
or
on top
a
of the
bigger
crown. And then the crown, it has the ability to turn into like cool things by putting on that crown. We've got a super crown, is what I'm trying to get at.
So
here.
we're creating lore for our.
Yeah, our
Okay,
family's
cool.
dope. We've
Nice.
got like
Like the Mario Super Crown?
yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to see the fan art of Kevin.
Oh.
All right.
With them waving in the little toe bean in the middle of the palm.
So it's a lion, bear, griffin wearing 2 crowns and real thick tits.
I'll get on embroidering on that on your towels right away, sir. This would be much better than those Unity birds. So I think
Ouch.
All right, Dragon.
I'm just trying to give Dragomir a voice. For years, he slaved embroidering boring shit onto people's towels and, like, I don't know, underwear or something. And he just got to embroider a pair of thick tits.
We gave him.
It's fun just from an artistic challenge point of view.
We gave him a fucking Rorschach blot. Like, that would be easy. He just splut. There you go. There's
He's
your.
a skilled craftsman, Beej. You gotta respect his art. And his art is gonna be three-dimensional embroidery.
Like a mouse pad?
So I'm giving that to Ben and Graham.
Yeah.
Because what a mental picture. So let's move on to question 4. Can I please have Adam and Jacob take the stage, and Graham to stay on, and Ian to come back and join him? We have another
My
question.
head hurts.
It's not gonna get better.
Oh no. Hi, Ian.
Hi, Graham.
Sorry, it's okay.
I thought that was my chair.
Yeah, no.
I'm so sorry.
Sorry, you crossed into a personal boundary.
That's what we're all about on this show. I like how even the audience is like, ew, sick.
He's so big.
Thanks for noticing.
The show on YouTube has exactly 0% of this sexual tension, so please tune in there as well.
It's a little more than 0.
It's a non-zero amount.
Yeah.
You're damn right.
Oh, I mean, I guess the new episodes haven't come out yet, so.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They don't know how horny
yeah.
it gets.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Gets horny. Wow, that was the unsexiest way to say that. Like, what up, gamers? It gets horny.
That's the sound of doing it.
All right, I'm ready.
All right,
Why did you let me up here?
It's like when you're hitting the air horn.
let us move on with
Yeah.
the show.
Oh, where are the rails?
Good news! Your Aunt Euphemia has shuffled off this mortal coil under extremely mysterious circumstances, and that means that you are set to receive an inheritance. Although, once you receive notice about this inheritance, you know, the circumstances involving how Aunt Euphemia shuffled off this mortal coil suddenly seem a lot less mysterious. So would you rather inherit 3 ounces of toxic radioactive uranium-235 that has been delivered to you in a discreet paper bag? Or a spectacular 18-karat diamond said to cause death to befall all who possess it?
To advance the next slide.
Oh, whoops. Boop.
Jokes.
I had a lot of fun writing these. All right. Jacob and Adam, how do you want to die?
Oh no, you're doing this. You do this. What do you want? I'll play your game. Come on, Chaos Lord.
Okay, so we specifically have done this question.
We have.
Yeah.
Yep.
And last time you got really mad at me about the toxic uranium.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Probably
you got very
because of the
upset.
uranium.
So, cursed rock, baby! Yeah! Let's get fucking cursed. Yeah.
How long does it take to kill you?
Yeah. Question for the judge?
Yeah.
Yes.
How long does it take for the if we possess it now, how long does it take to kill
That's the good part. Who knows? Some people could live years, decades. Sometimes it could go through entire family lines. Other times, you pick it up, you cross the street, you get hit by a bus. You don't know. Maybe you'll get cancer. Maybe you'll just fade away. It's cursed.
Yep. Cool. All right. That's exciting.
I mean, yeah,
Right? That's just like living now.
I know, like, right?
Nothing changes.
I know.
It's perfect. perfect.
We just got a goddamn rock.
Yeah.
I love rock.
Do your worst, Diamond.
Like, yeah, I would wake up every day and I would curse the cursed rock.
Yeah.
Just wake up and just be like, fuck you, what you got for me today? It's like no other goddamn day. Double birds, fucking roller skate out the house.
I would wheelie out of the house. I'd wear wheelies.
Oh fuck yeah, dude, yeah. Oh, that's
Because they look like Van sneakers.
they do. They look like a lot of fun. I think you know
what I would
That's
do?
how I would die.
Daily YouTube vlogs.
That
Still alive. Hey, look, everyone. Then I would travel around a little bit. At the end of the day, look, lived another day. Thanks, Cursed Rock.
how's it gonna happen?
Yeah.
Or shittiest hitman. Give other people the rock, wait for them to die, take rock back.
Fuck yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. And I'd be like, everybody in the audience, look under your seats. And be like, someone's like, there's a fucking diamond. I'm like, congratulations. Get the fuck out.
Yep. Oh my God, like a fucking documentary series about different people we give the diamond to.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I like
get
this.
that Netflix money.
Yeah. David Attenborough could voice over it.
Hell yeah. So what weird mutant powers are you gonna get?
Good luck with your uranium.
So here's the thing. Like in terms of gifts I've been given, uranium 235, not great, not terrible.
It's literally the fuel they put in atomic reactors.
Yeah, exactly. Not great, not terrible. It's been defined, and that makes
You've been
things.
given some bad gifts.
So I was looking over here at my friend and partner, and then I turned and looked directly at the person I would like least to have uranium.
Would you? Okay, let's be honest. Do you ever give uranium to someone that looks like Dr. Robotnik?
But the thing about uranium is that unlike your cursed diamond of legend, uranium's powers are predictable I can increase my lifespan by a significant amount by just moving farther away from it. And in terms of Netflix documentaries, I've already got one, and it gives me all the information I need on how to deal with this.
Yeah.
A, don't fly over top of it.
Yes.
And B, German robots do nothing.
You know what? Because if we have something that proves that magic exists.
Yes.
Shit magic.
Yeah.
But magic. Like, let's hire a jeweler and get this shit made into a bunch of different jewelry.
And spread the curse to multiple people?
Yeah.
Wholesale killing, my favorite. It's very efficient.
Does the curse maintain its full strength?
Yeah. What if they're just mini curses like you stub your toe every day?
Yeah. But that's the thing, is that we get to find out.
Well, this is a show about philosophical inquiry.
Right.
So if there is the spirit of a very evil pixie living inside this diamond, what happens when you slice it into, 7 pieces to make, some jeweled tennis bracelets, right? Is that 7 smaller pixies or one very angry
I believe it will
pixie?
work its way into the groundwater and leave most of Europe uninhabitable for almost a millennium. You do not want pixies in the water. It will just ruin everything.
Well, it was only a matter of time.
Today's the day.
Yeah. That's it, everybody. We're done.
Tuck your head between your legs all and kiss your ass goodbye.
So, if you're just moving away from the toxic uranium, that's no fun. You gotta live a little dangerously, right?
Well, I don't know. We could put it in a box and sell it to somebody.
Ooh, once you've got it in the box, then actually it's technically a quantum computer. Because it's just pumping off those.
There's a lot of times Ian makes a joke and I don't laugh because I feel stupid.
This is not one of those times you need to feel stupid, Adam.
I don't think any of us are smart enough to hang out with you, man.
Yeah.
How much do you think this much uranium-235 is worth?
Oh, that's a good question.
And is it even possible for us to sell it without being added to every list.
Well, that was my first thing. Like in a non-monkey's paw universe, which we clearly don't live in here, a problem like uranium-235 showing up on our doorstep will take care of itself very quickly.
I don't know. It just disappeared. Like, no one's stealing a cursed rock. Okay. So what if we construct a tomb or a dungeon of some kind, and then we put the rock in it, and maybe just put some flyers up around town, and then bing, bang, boom.
We could
No
do
more
that
cursed
too.
rock.
Yeah, but
We could do the same thing.
our half-life, our uranium posters only need to be there for, 235 years?
Yeah.
Again, the half-life of a curse, as we've established, is effectively infinite. So.
Well, we'll have to print on very thick paper.
Well, I think both of you have come up with some really good ways of dealing with your cursed items. So I'm going to give no points to anybody. No, I'll give everybody 5 points.
Hey.
I hope you're
Pity
all
points.
keeping score, because I'm not. These numbers don't mean anything.
No, they don't.
But they do give the illusion of progress. Speaking of progress, it is time to move on to question 5. So can I please have Beige and Cameron take the stage, and can I have Jacob stay here and Serge come up and join him? Question 5. I should have come up with more host patter for these bits when, people are awkwardly shuffling about on stage.
Hi, Hanson.
Hey, Bubby.
Let's do this.
Yeah. Oh.
All right, I'm proud of all of you. And in speaking of proud of all of you, you're all about to get a free vacation. Because good news, you have been transported by a wizard into a wondrous land where magic is real, dragons prowl the skies, and supreme executive power can be conferred upon you by an aquatic ceremony.
Finally.
In short, this actually sucks ass because there is no Wi-Fi and the closest Starbucks is 1,200 years away. So, you have been given a dangerous quest as an outsider to defeat the Bonacan, a legendary creature famous for spraying its foes with caustic poo. If you do that, you will become an honorable knight and you will have some okay songs written about you because it was 800 ACE and the songcraft is not where it is today. But that's okay. Or you could not do that and you could just walk away and become a really rich commoner by inventing astonishing modern conveniences such as zoetropes, pornographic zoetropes, and the word for the color blue. Jacob and Serge, what would you like to do?
We could be heroes.
For hopefully more than one day.
Good pick up on the David Bowie reference, by the way.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, no, we're going to be heroes. I've read both of these animes, and the one where you're a hero is way more interesting.
I'm sorry, did you say I read both of these animes? I have also read these animes because I am a supportive partner.
Yeah, we found the fake nerd boy on stage. No. The one where you're a hero always gets better. We don't want to do that slice of life thing.
No.
We do that now. That's boring. I don't want to do slice of life 1,800 years ago.
No.
I want to be a hero. We're going to learn magic. We're going to learn sword play. We might get pooped on a little bit, but you know what? They'll write that out of the song.
That's, well, okay. You got to be
haven't
careful
heard a
with
lot
that.
of medieval songs. If you think they're going to write out the part with the pooping.
Uh-oh.
They're either going to write that part out of the song or that's every part of the song. That's like the Bonacan came one day and shit into the fray. It's just not.
Oh, right. Over and over.
No, that's not going to be good. But I am all 100% with you because it's a goat that shits on people caustically. So you just got to stay away from the business end.
Ooh, serpentine. I like it.
Well, I was thinking more construction, hopefully finding its layer and then funneling it into a kill zone so that we are not then killed in its funnel zone.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah.
So what are you two going to do not being heroes?
Yeah.
So, Cameron, what do you think is a more likely way to become a hero to the countryside? Fighting a mythical goat that has poop? Or inventing antibiotics?
Oh, I can definitely get something moldy quickly.
Yeah. In this environment, absolutely. I don't know. Do you think that they'll be interested in us like knocking out something that doesn't exist, or introducing them to crop rotation?
Ooh, yeah, and like we could totally like just tell them, boil that water.
Boil that water. Man, that's just fire and water with a pot in between it, and nobody has to die.
Yeah, and then you can just take the ashes from the fire, mix them with the tallow from the goat.
Yeah.
That,
A normal goat, a normal-ass goat that they probably have.
Goat. Yeah, it's just around. And then you make soap, and then everything is better.
Yeah, you can clean those wounds and not die some more.
But maybe one of the peasants is like, I'm going to stop you right there. We're already familiar with soap and water.
Okay, fair enough. But are you familiar with the automobile?
I got bad news for you guys. You're probably going to be killed as heretics. Witchcraft, something up there. At least with our reputation as heroes, we can bring these ideas, and they'll be like, cool, they already killed the shit goat. Ooh, I swore.
Yeah, we've got social clout, and your anathema that made the horseless carriage that runs on demons and stink.
If we stop a bunch of peasants who, I might add, belong to the nobles, let's be fair, if we stop those workers from dying, we will be hailed throughout the countryside as a way of keeping production rolling and making the fat cats rich. And you don't think that we're going to get a little scratch off of that?
So Beej raises an interesting point.
Yes.
After we killed the goat, we'll become nobles.
That's very true.
Yeah, we'll own them.
True. Yep. Yeah, I think the only scratch that you're going to get is from the hay you have to sleep on after you get tossed in the dungeon.
Death to
by
kings.
the nobles.
Death to kings, yep. No kings, no masters. We won't be fooled again.
No kings, no masters, only automobiles in 800 BC or
That's
ACE.
right. Let's run this shit into the ground early.
Yeah.
There's your oh, Jesus Christ. Your heraldic symbol is just like the Ford logo.
Yeah.
Nice.
That'll be great too, because later on when they come around and try to copyright that shit again, I'll be like, prior art.
Like fucking thousands of years ago, suck my taint. Yeah. Huh. I mean, they do raise a good point. That is going to be, financially viable, but we are the ones that are going to be controlling all of the finances. So I think we're probably going to just have to work together and rule the land.
Like, just run over goats with our cars?
That's how we avoid the back end. We'll be so zoomy.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. That's really good. Okay, fucking let's Mad Max it against shit, poop, and acid goats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
All right.
there. Yep.
Done. We've reached an accord.
Okay, perfect. So, by the way, in England in about the 9th century, there was a lot of Vikings and like raiders coming over and stuff like that. So I think, they would be appreciative of this Mad Max goat-destroying technology, actually. They'd be like, wait, we just like drive up the boat on land, we put wheels on the boat, and then we can pillage faster? Excellent. And I'm sure that wouldn't have any long-term repercussions on the timeline at all, so good job.
Well, we fucked up.
10 points for all of you.
Oh, God.
I am definitely going to make some horned helmets for those Vikings.
We accidentally created an amusement park for Vikings.
And at this point in the timeline, they will have to rename their ships as long goats.
Long goats, yeah. This is
eat that.
This is the universe that spawns Innsbruck.
No. You're not wrong.
There's an in-joke within an in-joke for all you Loading Ready Run fans. So congratulations. I'm still not keeping score, but 10 points for all of you. So I think some people have more score than others at this point. And let us bring up our final quartet of people. Could I have Adam and Ben to make a team? And can I have Serge and Ian make a team? So Serge, stay where you are and bring Ian up. And then everybody gets 3 goes. This panel has it all. I checked that barrier last night because we had that whole stage falling over incident last year. That barrier is just as flimsy as before. No improvements have been made. There has been no thought to safety, so no horseplay, please.
Nope.
All right, question 6. You feel great. In fact, you feel really great because, good news! You have woken from a deep sleep feeling refreshed and invigorated thanks to a hearty dose of Ambien. The bad news is that you appear to be on stage at PAX. About to do a talk to a reasonably full theater, and you have no idea what you're going to talk about. But given your location, it's probably a safe bet that you might be wanting to talk about your deepest video game secret. Adam looks like ready to go.
My deepest video game secret?
Yeah, what is your most shameful secret? Like you haven't actually beaten the first Zelda or something. I don't know. You just woke up from a deep sleep and you're giving a talk at PAX, so you better get going.
I don't have any shame. I'm the motherfucking boss here.
Yeah.
Sorry, gamers. Next, please.
Well, that's the topic. So Ben, can you pick up the slack? Your
Got any
teammate's gonna be
shame there,
normal.
bud?
Oh, I have so much shame.
I can smell it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's kind of like that speech in The Matrix when Mr. Anderson's like, the stench of you.
Yeah.
I can smell
No,
the shame.
I think in the Matrix universe, Agent Smith would be really down with me. I've never made it past like the first like startup house in a Sims game because I can't not kill them. Like I just can't not. Like their language is annoying. Like they can't like get around like couches sometimes. Like I hate the Sims. Like
It's important
I'm
to
not
know-
okay with it.
It's not accidental.
No.
Yeah.
Like the
Ben?
walls are growing around them.
Ben, you personally get an extra 5 points for really nailing this topic.
All right. Good. Okay.
That is incredibly controversial. I think Ocarina of Time ruined the Zelda franchise.
I'm sorry, say that again?
What'd you say?
Speak up.
I think Ocarina of Time and the move to 3D ruined the Zelda franchise.
Okay.
I think they could have been good games somewhere else, but it didn't need Zelda. It didn't feel like it.
Wow.
And I can't say this out loud. I feel like I might not leave the building alive tonight.
You know what I don't fucking get? I guess we're just airing grievances now.
This is a really weird question. It's like, all right, kids, here's what's wrong with the video game industry.
Ben's gonna turn on me. I don't fucking get Pokemon.
I have never played a Pokemon game other than Pokemon Go.
Yeah, I played Blue
Okay.
when I was like fucking 11.
Yeah.
I was a tiny child.
Okay, all right. So what about it don't you understand?
It's fucking weird. Why don't they just eat them?
Okay, time out.
Do they eat them?
Yes!
Okay.
Like 500% they eat them.
Like
their
it's just
food.
slavery. It's fucking uncomfortable. Right?
All right, well, okay. You know what? I'm not going to be the devil's advocate in a slavery argument. I'm going to just skirt right on past that one.
You made your point very clear when you were talking about The Sims. Sims are people.
All right.
Yeah, I just fucking kill my problems. Like,
Yeah.
no, but okay. Pokemon is this beautiful thing that you grow up with, and it becomes like near and dear to your heart.
Yep.
And then no matter how much they destroy it and do very questionable things in upcoming franchises that people have mixed opinions about,
Okay.
you still love it. Kind of like how some people still really, really enjoy playing very outdated games that sometimes update with the illusion that there's something very important going on, but you're still just placing fucking blocks.
I believe, and I'm just taking a guess.
So let's talk about shame. Did you know you get sugar from sugarcane? Who knew?
In real life, even.
I'm just
Weird. Video games are weird.
I don't get. I get Minecraft, but it was like I remember seeing like one of the more latest dev vlog things where it was just like And now, we've done the update you're all looking for. We added bumblebees. And everyone's like, fucking bumblebees! And it's like the greatest thing in the world, and the Minecraft community lost their shit.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay.
I have an actual legitimate gamer shame.
Ooh.
Some
It's
of
okay.
you-
It's okay. It's okay.
This
Let
is
it
gonna
out.
be hard. Some of you are familiar with the game GoldenEye.
Sure.
When I was a child, I tried very hard to get the invincibility cheat by doing the facility in under like 2 minutes or whatever, and I couldn't do it. And I had to give it to my friend to do it on his Game Shark.
It's okay. It's okay. There's no wrong way to play video games, Adam.
Except for that one.
That's like literally cheating.
Yeah. And then I told my brother that I did it actually.
I mean, if it makes you feel any better,
Yeah.
I like looked Jacob dead in the eye and told him that I love the vampire game, but it made me want to like die. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines is not a good video game, and I'm so sorry. I liked it. I really enjoyed playing through it, but there was at one point where I had to turn on, I had to turn on God mode.
You keep talking.
I had to turn on God mode to beat a boss, and it made me really upset. And that's my gamer privilege. But actually, I really enjoyed the game. I feel really uncomfortable right now.
Yeah, you should.
Yo, I feel like I just made an enemy for life on a panel.
I really liked Final Fantasy Mystic Quest.
Is that a shame?
Yeah, that game
Yeah,
sucked.
it is. Carrying that bucket
That
is
game
not-
was awful.
I've never played it.
You know what?
Bring a sandwich, Ben.
I've never actually completed a Final Fantasy game.
Oh.
Okay.
All right, talking about Final Fantasy 12, best Final Fantasy. See, only like 3 people cheered.
It's not, okay, well, time out.
Controversial opinion.
It's not a shame if afterwards you get
Yeah.
Uh-oh. High Beach.
Down.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy VII is overrated.
Thank God Beach was here to take that bullet for us.
Thanks, Pete.
Well, it's been
Cam?
nice having a career.
Graham, do you guys want to come up and weigh in?
You got any shames? You got any GoldenEye level shames on you? Any skeletons you want to let out of the closet? Get up here, there's a microphone.
Everybody get embarrassed at once. That's how it works. We only got 2 minutes left, and this has devolved into chaos.
I can't think of anything. Like thing is, I was just saying to Beach, Final Fantasy VII is like my favorite game, and I agree with Beach.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything immediately. Oh no.
Really? No shame? Never once? You never did something? You're like, oh, forehead, sugars and sugarcane.
Yeah, using Twitch emotes as normal conversation, Serge.
Welcome to 2019, Graham. I don't know what to tell you.
I have another one. Oh boy. Yeah.
You started this off
Oh,
like
it's all coming out now.
Now I've got tons. Now it's just like, okay, so apparently all my gamer shame stems from the N64. Because the wrestling games that were on the N64, little known trick that if you flick the control stick, you can get out of any pin.
Oh.
I abused that. Yeah, I cheated people out of money for it. I won bets because I knew about the control stick.
Well, it's not a felony if you're a child.
Yeah. Technically, I'm still a child.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give Adam an extra 10 points
Sick.
for admitting to so many shameful acts.
Yeah. A lot of them were
I'm going
crimes.
to give Jacob an extra 5 points for coming up and making Ben, kind of uncomfortable. And actually, I'm going to give Cam 5 points for having the decorum to not say anything extra shameful.
Cam plays Destiny. There's no shame left.
Yeah, it's accurate.
And I'm going to give Bish 5 points because he's still sitting down, but he should come up here and say goodbye.
Yeah.
Our panel is over. But thank you so much for joining us.
Bye, everybody.
If you like the show, please check it out on YouTube. It comes back in November, and all of these people are very talented. You can catch them all on Twitch. You can catch Jacob at Jacob Burgess VO on Twitter. He's the community manager for Usebird Games. Cameron streams on Twitch as part of Loading Ready Run, and his handle is Unarmed Oracle. Serge is Serge Jaeger, as well as Loading Ready Run. Ian is Tilty House, as well as Loading Ready Run. Graham's Loading Ready Run. Adam is Seabats. Ben is Bengineering TV. Thank you very much. This has been The Panelists. I'm your host, Kathleen.